Hello and welcome. My name is Bonnie and I will be your guide for this information session. This information session is geared towards both students and families as students in years 8, 9 and 10 embark on subject selection for 2023. To support this process, we have been working with students at school through student assemblies so they have a clear understanding of the subjects that will be offered in 2023 and the process that will be undertaken to support them in choosing their selected pathways. We will also have an upcoming Q&A session that will be held online on Wednesday the 11th of May for all students and families that might have questions about the process. Please have a look at Central for access to the link to the session. If you do have any questions about this presentation and can't make the information session on Wednesday the 11th, we invite you to email teachers directly via Central or send an email through to the Lakes email address, which you can see on the screen, so that we can direct your inquiry accordingly. Thank you. On behalf of the Lakes South Moraine College's school community, we would like to respectfully acknowledge that beneath the significant river red gums that feature across our school's landscape lay the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri Wurrung people of the Kulin Nation. We thank the traditional owners of this land on which we are able to learn and connect, and pay tribute to their ongoing connection to both land, waters and culture. We are inspired by those who have inhabited, nurtured and cared for this land since the beginning, and we aspire to continue caring for this land into the future. We pay our respects to ancestors, elders and those emerging to lead future generations, as well as any First Nation peoples who are connected to us through our college community and on our learning journeys. The following presentation aims to address the student subject selection process, including timelines. We'll aim to provide a brief overview of the elective choices that are offered, and will also complement all of the important information that can be found in the curriculum handbook. At the Lakes, we are so proud to be able to offer our school community the full complement of secondary education, ranging from Year 7 through to Year 12. As a college, we strive to provide pathways for students that enable them to achieve their educational and vocational dreams. We boast a staffing profile comprised of both middle years experts and experienced and specialist senior secondary teachers, renowned for supporting students to achieve exceptional study scores. As a college, we are committed to supporting senior secondary students with agency over their learning by commencing their individual educational pathways at Year 9 and offering small class sizes to ensure that we can support students through their senior years of schooling by having a firm grasp of their learning needs, their individual educational and vocational objectives, and through this, we help to guide them towards future avenues of success. Before we delve into the finer details of curriculum offerings and subject selection, we would like to draw your attention to the curriculum handbook. This handbook is readily available from our website, and links will also be sent to both students and families via Central. This handbook is essential reading for young people and families before students embark on the process of selecting subjects. The handbook contains detailed information around subjects available to students and also contains important information about subject charges related to certain elective choices. We recommend that young people and families read this handbook together in order to help make choices that are aligned to both student interests and also set students up to be successful on their chosen educational and vocational pathways. When it comes time for students to start selecting their subjects for the following year, it is very important that they take their time and consider their options. These are very important decisions to make because they will impact upon the year ahead, but also pathways available to young people as they progress through their senior schooling. In addition to reading the handbook carefully and thoroughly, we also encourage students to consult with their parents and carers, their teachers, and also students who have previously undertaken the class that they might be interested in. By discussing their options with these people, they are more likely to make a choice that suits them, their interests, their learning needs, and prepares them on a pathway toward future success. Every student choosing courses for the following year will be guided and supported by our careers counsellor. This is an important step in the process because it enables students to make decisions that are solely based on supporting them to achieve their dreams, as opposed to students selecting subjects purely because their friends are choosing those classes. An additional step for those wishing to complete tertiary educational studies would be to have a look at vtac.edu.au. This site has information about all university courses and specifically contains information around expected ATAR scores for entrance into those selected courses and prerequisite subjects that might be needed to gain entry. Students entering their final years of schooling have two VCE streams that they might choose from. One is the standard VCE stream, and this stream will see students engage in units of study that result in the obtaining of an ATAR score, which is an Australian tertiary admissions rank. This score supports students when they are applying or obtaining entry into university courses post-Year 12. The other VCE stream available is that of the vocational major. 2023 will see a significant shift in senior secondary schooling, and what was VCAL has now become the vocational major stream. This stream sees students engage in industry-based training whilst they complete their final years of school. The vocational major does not result in an ATAR score, therefore is more suited to students who are seeking pathways outside of the university sector. VET courses, or vocational education and training courses, can be completed through both the VCE and vocational major streams. And these courses involve adult-based learning to provide industry-specific qualifications that are conducted through TAFEs, registered training organisations, and through the college's VET cluster. VCE is made up of both studies and units. A study is a subject area, for example, English or biology. And that study is made up of 4 different units, units 1, 2, 3 and 4, each of which is a semester in length. For most students, they will complete their VCE over the course of 2 years. Students will typically study Units 1 and 2 in their first year of VCE and Units 3 and 4 in their second year. Units can be standalone, however, in order to obtain a study score, Units 3 and 4 must be studied as a sequence, and this sequence needs to be completed in the same year for that score to be calculated. So at Year 12, we would expect that students would be completing Units 3 and 4 as a sequence. Students usually study somewhere from between 20 to 24 units in total across both Years 11 and 12. So that equates to 5 or 6 studies across those 2 years. Students can take longer than the 2 years to finish their VCE. Some students will have started VCE early in Year 10, and some will be completing Units 3 and 4 in Year 11. Students should talk to their teachers or careers counsellor about how to structure a VCE program that best meets their needs. The VCE VM, or vocational major, is a vocational and applied learning program within the VCE stream to be completed over a minimum of 2 years. The VM will give students greater choice and flexibility to pursue their strengths and interests and develop the skills and capabilities needed to succeed in further education, work and life. It prepares students to move into apprenticeships, traineeships, further education and training, university via non-art ATAR pathways, or directly into the workforce. Most students will complete between 16 to 20 units across their VCE VM. Out of these units, some need to be selected from the literacy or English streams, some from the numeracy or mathematics units. There is also a requirement for work-related skills and personal development skills, along with 2 VET credits at the Certificate 2 level or above. Students completing their VM will also be strongly supported to undertake work placements during their course. The Lakes South Moran College proudly partners with TAFE institutes and RTOs to provide vocational education and training opportunities for students undertaking both VCE or the vocational major. A VET course results in a nationally recognised qualification that can lead to employment anywhere in Australia. VET qualifications can also contribute towards students obtaining their VCE or VCE VM. Through studying a VET course, students learn both technical skills through specialised training for a specific job or industry and employability skills through communication, teamwork, problem solving, initiative and enterprise, planning and organisation, self-management, learning and technology. Students learn specialised knowledge and industry knowledge that allows them to see how these skills can progress them towards a future career. VET can also lead to employment opportunities through obtaining the nationally certified recognition. Students who undertake a VET can pursue TAFE or university courses depending on their future career aspirations and goals. Highlighted in this table are the VCE, VCE VM and VET opportunities available to students. Students and families are strongly encouraged to access the Curriculum Handbook for further details about each of these courses. Careers counselling will commence for all students in Term 2. This will involve both group and individual course counselling conducted by Elise, our careers counsellor. Elise will talk with students about choosing subjects that are right for them, their interests, and will also set them up on a pathway towards future success. The school anticipates finalising the subject selection process by early Term 3. We hope that this information session has been helpful to both students and families. We hope that we have outlined the subject selection process and encourage all families to download the Curriculum Handbook for further detail about individual elective choices. We encourage anyone with questions to log in to our online Q&A session on Wednesday, the 11th of May. Thank you.